Good morning and welcome to the challenge. So, this is the first episode of the 45 days challenge, in which we are going to explore some topics and try to become the best version of ourselves during these weeks and before the start of the new year. And remember that this is always a process, so it's not like a final goal or a final version of yourself. We are always changing, we are always evolving, so don't stop growing, like never. After these goals that we set, there is always another goal, and there is always another process, there is always another step we need to go through, and a new process. So let's go on. This video is about letting go. So, which is the first ever step of our journey? It's letting go. Letting go of what? Letting go of old patterns, old personalities, old parts of ourselves that we don't feel like resonating anymore, old versions of ourselves, old whatever habits, people that keeps us in a low and dark place. So everything that actually brings us down and doesn't allow our light to shine. So everything that dims our light is free to go. And I'm not saying that we just throw it away. I say that we free those things, we free those people to go and to live their lives and just reach everything and everyone which aligns with them. So we are not throwing anything away. We are not being ungrateful for everything that we have experienced or lived during, the past. But we are just saying, okay, now we need to grow more. Now we just take another path, and our paths separate. So we need to go our own way. And that's a really hard thing to do sometimes, because we really need to do some introspection and think about what isn't resonating anymore. And sometimes our ego wants us to stay stuck in some kind of situations just because it's safe, just because it's familiar and something we're just used to being or doing, or people that we are familiar with. So the first step of this journey is letting go. So the practical, let's say, task of the day, don't feel like you have to do something, but just feel this, like, take this as a journey. So you need to do something in order to see some changes. So the practical task is take a piece of paper, a journal, or something you usually write on, and write a list of things that you are starting to feel are taking you down or are not resonating anymore with yourself, with your energy, with your current reality, and what you want to see in your life in future. So they say that if you want to become rich, you should, surround yourself with rich people. But is it really necessary to do that right now? It's, everyone is different. So what I really suggest you do is first start from the internal reality, in the inner reality, and then try to change the outer reality. So I'm not saying you have to cut off everyone from your life, but just think how people influence your reality, how people influence your mindset and your thoughts. But not only people, just generally, like your job, people, your activities, whatever you do. And so do that and reflect on what you actually write down. And after that, take some steps forward. So take action, maybe start to change some habits, and control your thoughts while you do actually the things. Looking at yourself every day, like you're watching your shadow, like you're looking yourself in the mirror, is very important and is key to change in every like in every field of your life. So I think it's the very first step. Even before letting go, the first step is look at yourself in the mirror and look inwards. Look inwards, look inside, and look at your shadows, but also where do you shine in your life? In which situations do you shine? This is very important. Do that first, and remember that you can't get something new if you don't make space for it to come. So, first, you need to make space, and second, you need to obviously attract the new things that align more with yourself. But first, the first step ever is make space. So look around in your life. Where can you make space? You don't always have to just cut out things. Maybe reflect and you can change in the situation. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you can actually take something home from this little conversation and practice, write, think, really reflect. Like, I think my keyword of life is like introspection and reflection. I'm always reflecting on everything, even too much sometimes, but it's really important to know yourself and what you need, what you want, what you really feel in this life and situations. Thank you so much, and see you next time.